Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome again to our lecture in English genre text subject. Our today's topic is about understanding analytical exposition text. For the time being, let's start by discussing about definition of analytical exposition text. Analytical exposition is a text that elaborates the writer's idea about the phenomenon surrounding. Its social function is to persuade the reader that the idea is important matter and to analyze the topic that the thesis or opinion is correct by developing an argument to support it. So what is the difference between analytical exposition text than the other kinds of text? In analytical exposition, a text must be elaborated by the writer in case of writer's idea about the phenomenon surrounding. So it highlights the social function to persuade the reader that the idea is important matter and to analyze the topic that the thesis or opinion is correct by developing an argument to support it. So the second important one, when we would like to create or write an analytical exposition text, it must be added with the developing or an argument to develop or to support the analytical exposition text itself. Next, we will discuss about generic structure of analytical exposition text. There are three kinds or three elements of generic structure of analytical exposition text. Firstly is thesis. Thesis introducing the topic and indicating the writer's point of view. Secondly is argument. It's explaining the argument to support the writer's position. The number of arguments may vary, but each argument must be supported by evidence and explanation. Thirdly is reiteration. It's about the restating the writer's point of view or to strengthen the thesis. We can use the following phrase to make conclusion in reiteration. For example, from the fact about, I personally believe, therefore my conclusion is, and in conclusion. So those are the following or the examples of following phrases or the phrases to make some conclusions in reiterations. So once again, I tell you that the phrases or the example of phrases to make conclusion in reiteration, such as from the fact about blank blank blank, I personally believe blank blank blank. Therefore, my conclusion is blank blank blank, and in conclusion blank blank blank. Next, okay, we will talk about the purpose of analytical exposition text. So the purpose of this tag is to convince the reader that the topics presented was an important topic to be discussed or gain attention by way of providing arguments or opinions that support the main idea or topic. So here I'd like to underline or highlight that the main purpose of analytical exposition text itself is to gain attention by way of providing arguments or opinions that support the main idea or topic. Okay, the text must be supported with the main idea or topic. And the fourth one, it's about the characteristics or language feature of analytical exposition text. Okay, there are some characteristics or language feature of analytical exposition text. The first or the main characteristic can be seen from using relational process. Well, the first one using internal conjunction. Internal conjunction such as moreover, in addition, at first, and finally, and etc. So those are the kind of internal conjunction. And the second one is using causal conjunction, such as because, yeah, and then we have owing to, etc. The third one is using simple present tense. As you may know, the use of infinitive or to infinitive, and the use of adverb of frequency like always, sometimes, usually, and etc. The fourth one is using compound and complex sentence. Compound sentence such as I like singing and I like reading. Okay, using compound, there must be two kinds of independent clauses. Meanwhile, complex sentences such as I like to eat candy before I watch a movie. Complex sentence consists of one independent clause and one dependent clause. The independent clause is represented by the use of, like the example given earlier, I like to eat candy. However, meanwhile, the use of dependent clause is represented by the use of example before I watch a movie. So in this sentence, in what we call it independent clause, it could create the clause itself or the sentence itself could create the complete sentence on its own. Meanwhile, a dependent clause couldn't make a complete sentence with its own. And the last one, use words that are linked together. use word that link argument, such as firstly, secondly, and reasoning through causal conjunction, such as in addition, furthermore, however, therefore, and etc. So those are the main characteristics or language feature of analytical exposition text. Next, let's turn to the example of analytical exposition text about negative effect of car. So the title of the analytical exposition text below is cars should be banned in the city. Cars should be banned in the city. As we all know, cars create pollution and cause a lot of road deaths and other accidents. Firstly, cars, as we all know, contribute to most of the pollution in the world. Cars emit a deadly gas that causes illnesses such as bronchitis, lung cancer, and triggers of asthma. Some of these illnesses are so bad that people can die from them. Secondly, the city is very busy. Pedestrians wander everywhere, and cars commonly hit pedestrians in the city, which causes them to die. Cars today are our road's biggest killers. Thirdly, cars are very noisy. If you live in the city, you may find it hard to sleep at night or concentrate on your homework and especially talk to someone. In conclusion, cars should be banned from the city for the reasons listed. Okay, that is the example of analytical exposition text. So after reading this text, okay, I hope all of you could identify some language features or maybe some structures that the analytical exposition text has. Okay, the next slide. Okay, the next slide will become your exercise. So within this lecture, I'll give you the exercise to identify, to analyze the generic structure and language feature of the analytical exposition text. Well, after reading, you will be given the task or the assignment to analyze this text based on the generic structure and its language feature. Okay, time is yours. Okay, I will send the material into our WhatsApp group so that you can analyze it easily. Okay, while you are trying to analyze the generic structure and language feature of the text. I will check your attendance. Okay, today Dewi Indrayati, okay, Eko Sugiarto, Eri Natalia, Fauzi, Tek, Nyoman Tek, Nancy, Octavianus, and Taman. Okay, thank you for your attendance. Okay, you still have 10 minutes or maybe 15 minutes to do the assignment. Okay, you can use the slide sent into our WhatsApp group number to identify um, the generic structure and the language feature of the analytical exposition text. So that your assignment or your duty will become more easily. And also please check your chat or chat column to find out our attendance list. Well, I'll open the time or the opportunity to answer, okay, to give the explanation or the argumentation about the test um, at this slide. Okay, would like to identify or give the explanation about the generic structure of this text. Okay, you can use the slide given. Okay, as the what we call it, the theory or the pattern to analyze the assignment, the assignment. Which one is thesis? Which one is argument? Which one is reiteration? You have to break it down into three elements of generic structure. Which one is thesis? Which one is argument? And which one is reiteration? Okay, please. Who would like to give his or her opinion or his or her answer about the generic structure of this text first? Hello, maybe Dewi, do you have any idea in analyzing the generic structure of this text?
I will try, Pak.
Okay, please. Which one is
Okay.
thesis and which one is argument and also which one is reiteration? Okay, time is yours.
Okay, I would say thesis is the first paragraph that mentioned cars should be banned in the city as well. As we all know, cars create pollution and cause a lot of road deaths and other accidents. Because the thesis is mentioned about, let me check. Thesis is mentioned about the introducing the topic and indicating the writer's point of view.
Okay,
Terima
correct. Which one is argument, David?
Allow me to read it through. The argument is about sorry. That's the explaining the argument support writer position. That I believe that will be secondly the city is very busy, and also that mentioned the factors why the cars is why cars should not be banned from the city or for the reason that a list above. I mean, but the secondly, the city is very busy, and then the third also cars are very noisy. I believe that considered under the argument, Pak.
Okay, absolutely correct. And then which one is reiteration?
Allow me to check the interaction. The reiteration, restating the writer's point of view to strengthen the thesis. We can also follow the process. Okay, conclusion. That will be the conclusion. In conclusion, cars should be banned from the city for the reason listed list. Because all are mentioned above that consider the argument, and then we find out the conclusion why car should be banned from the city. The conclusion will be the
Reiteration.
sorry. Yes, yeah, reiteration.
Okay, thank you very much for answering about the generic structure of analytical exposition text. Okay, please give applause to Dewi because
Thanks.
she has gave her explanation about the generic structure of this text. Okay, the second one, who would like to explain about the language feature of this text? Okay, you can use the pattern in the slide. Which one is internal conjunction? Which one is causal conjunction? Which one is simple present tense? Which one is compound and complex sentence? And which one is link argument? Okay, who would like to make the explanation about the language feature of this text? Maybe Nancy, do you have any idea about the language feature of this text? Do you want to try answering this one? Hello. The others, maybe Echo. Mr. Eko, do you have any idea about the language feature of this text?
Still not have idea, Pak.
Okay, the others maybe? Harry, what do you think about the language feature of this text? You can use the pattern given from the slide of our WhatsApp group number. Okay, Mr. Nyoman is busy, okay, because he has the ceremony. And what about Nancy? Nancy Octavianus to Dewi, okay. What about Dewi? Do you want to give the explanation again? Do you have any idea about the language feature of this text? Maybe you want to try to answer it again. Who is ready?
I'm still reading read it through because some sentence was still confusing for me. I didn't find out yet all about the generic structures.
Okay. Well, if no student who could answer or make the explanation of the language feature, so that I'll take this one or I'll keep this one as your homework. Okay. Do you agree if this language feature will become your homework? So you will have much more time to think about it and answer it correctly. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Pak.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I think that's all for our lecture or my lecture today. I hope what I've explained to you about the analytical exposition text will be beneficial or give you a new insight or new information about the kinds of text, especially in English genre text subject. Thank you very much for your attention, participation today in what we call it, making our lecture more informative and communicative. Okay, see you next week and goodbye.